Shogun Rugby to kick off the big one. The final of the 2024 Safari Sevens. 14 minutes separates these two teams. Two teams, one champion.
Marba Likandas, Duncan Kyoko taking charge of this match. That kickoff, Kenya penalized for an infringement and quick off the races. Shogun Rugby tried to test the Kenyan defense in the 15-meter channel. It's a rush defense system employed here by the Shujaa, going in strong, and that's William Mwanji mowing down the Shogun Rugby player. And they decide to take it route one, keeping it close quarter here. Taking out, danger warning, a chip and chase here, Abukuse at the end of it, and Kenya Shujaa survived that one.
Touch. Red ball. Red, here's your mark.
Talent Gandiwa running the touch here. The judge just calls that one towards for the Shujaa, that line out.
It was Kanepa Noah trying to break the Kenyan defense there. Kenyan with the line out there just getting into trouble.
Brought it back, scrum attack.
Ball carried in off the line out by Shujaa, lifting
You got it off the line out.
Shogun Rugby with a 5-meter attacking scrum down. And this is really dangerous. The warning times for Shujaa. They have to have their defensive structure right. They have to call their men. They have to see who is going to chase down the number 9 packing in for Shogun Rugby at the scrum down.
Three actions.
Swanak call, really elusive run around that base, and Asati has his work cut out.
Sets.
Interesting to see what they do with this one.
Ball is out and contested heavily there, and Kyoko penalizes them for a dangerous tackle, neck tackle for that.
Samuel Asati making a nuisance of himself at the base of the scrum and getting the turnover there. Kicks deep, finds grass. The brilliant kick there, taking play into the Shogun half, just over the 10-meter line. Line out to Kenya.
Yeah, they needed that break. They needed to get an exit out of their own 22. Quick restart of the line out there. Brian Mutua on top of matters there, gets the ball. Kenya now got attacking downfield. Daniel Abukuse to the danger man, Patrick Odongo. Very quick, but he gets nabbed there. And Shujaa reset, pumping and going into the midfield. There is Asati. Loses that ball. It's a turnover, which is knocked on.
Assistant referee Talent on this closer end, on the commentary end, has his flag up. I believe it falls for a high tackle. Center referee has not seen him yet. He's trying to get the attention of the center referee, and finally does. He comes across. Now see Kenya getting a penalty here.
Mike Friday very animated at the bench there for the Shogun Rugby, pointing out and trying to get into the ear of the fourth match official here. Score still at 0-0 midway through the first half.
Tackle, scrum now.
Real buzz in the stadium now as Kenya gets the ball. Real cheering, loud cheering here in the stadium as the fans try to urge on the local side. Of course, Shogun Rugby are used to this and unflustered really. Samuel Asati with a put in, and they come to the right here, to the left side, and Patrick Odongo left alone here. Takes 3 defenders to take him, and they need a quick ball here with numbers out to the right. King George carries it through the center of the park there. They'll be penalized here for not rolling away. They need a quick ball. Yes, there's a penalty there which Asati takes quickly, and they're off to the races. King George bumps off the defender and goes all the way to score Kenya's first try. If he does, That's a close one. No try. The ball was
try.
grounded outside the try box.
Just trying to overdo it there. Should have gone down immediately as he tried to power himself over the try line, but that Shogun defense really strong and just getting him over the dead ball line. It remains 0-0. Shogun go quickly on the attack this time.
Van Gien back into the starting lineup. Very quick customer this one. This is a game of inches, as now Shujaa know all about it. Knock on there by William Mwangi.
Kenya, they're losing a real opportunity. As we watch George there going up, he should have just gone down there, but gets driven over the line.
Not running away.
Great strength shown there by Kanepa Noah to keep the score even at 0-0.
Let's go now.
In this final, men's final of the 2024 Safari Sevens.
Off your pictures there, George Oro in a spot of bother. Real pain as he gets attended to. He's actually off the pitch here. That is causing this long break, his long medical break. And Shujaa just asking to see if they can get the substitute in. See Felix Okoth is trying to get ready to get onto the pitch if King George is unable to get on with this game.
Let's play. This time ball.
He's up gingerly, but I think
Let's go.
that might be the end of.
Now he's
He
out
is
of
the
field.
co-captain and he still has a say. Of course, he's the one who can give feedback on whether he can continue with that left shoulder.
He'll definitely want to carry on. Took a bit of a hard knock on the shoulder. Usually what will happen, it'll go dead for a while. It's a little numb.
Yeah.
Just get the blood moving again.
Yeah.
And he's a tough customer. He'll be back. He would not want to leave his troops out there to fight this battle alone.
Yeah.
But it's Shogun on the attack now.
Van Gien with a cheeky play there at the base of the rack, and Kenya contest that rack and successfully so.
And
Coming
it's that
in.
man again, leading from the front, George Oro.
That
Oh boy, he's
contact.
putting in the captain's performance already.
Yeah, Sati with a sure boot. Bailed Kenya twice, giving them a lot of territory. And I wish they could make use of this one. They're in the 22. What set piece move do they have?
Kenya will want to get onto the scoreboard now. Oh, but that set piece just goes wrong. Referee says it's not straight.
Not straight. Contested in air.
Shogun
20
Rugby
seconds for first half.
will get the scrum down
Let's go.
and look to attack Shujaa from deep in the 22.
And indeed, they are able to go coast to coast here. They have the wheels, Jacques Van Gien, but the ball pops out through the tunnel. The referee says no and gives awards a free kick to Shogun Rugby. Samuel Asati was very interested in getting it over the whitewash, identifying a lot of acres of free land behind the Kenyans' defense. Patrick Odongo has to see this one out as Shogun Rugby gets some territory. As we get ready for the remaining 7 minutes of the 2024 Safari Sevens, the 26th edition, we still have Shogun Rugby, formerly Samurai, taking on local team Kenya Shujaa. And just a bit of history. The last time, the two times that Samurai won, it was against Kenya Shujaa. So they have an edge in them. In 3 finals they've met. Kenya Shujaa overcoming them once.
That's history. We're here now as the Kenya Shujaa kick off. Nothing separates the two sides as we stand.
Patrick Odongo with the ball there. He is a danger man. He can go all the way, but in this case delays to release that ball. Ref penalizes, calls it for a knock-on. He had numbers out wide, and just one area of his game that he needs to improve on.
Definitely just let the ball right there, just let the ball do the work. Especially when you're playing better sides that will have better organized defenses. Just let the ball work. Ball always moves faster than the man.
Bangs.
And so Shogun Rugby get a put in just on their 22-meter. This is a defensive one. Asati tracking Odinga all the way this side. Speedster here. Patrick Odongo nabs him. Go down and reset. Swinging the ball end to end. Tucked towards the right side of the field here. Mwanji putting in his shoulder, big tackle. And regrouping here. Misses 3 players on the defense. Now danger signs here. Vanjin more down by Asati, who was tracking him, and gets reward for that quick tap, and is gone. This is where Kenya need now to score. Ben Salem coming in hard on a short line, but knocks it on as he tries. Asati knocks it on as he tries to get it from Ben Salem.
Big defense from both sides. Initially Shogun there. Big run there from the speedster. Kanepanoa. Great turnover there by Patrick Odongo. Kenya in turn getting the ball.
You're shoving up, you. Yeah.
Big hit. That forces the knock-on. This play comes to a stop.
I need to talk to the captain.
Still 0-0.
Okay.
Yeah, more shoulder treatments out there. Definitely because of the big hits.
Indeed. Everyone putting their bodies on the line.
Let's go,
More so the Kenya Shujaa, who are playing at home in front of a very partisan crowd at Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos County. First time that we've hosted Safari Sevens outside of the Nairobi CBD.
Bangs!
Sizable crowd here turning up for the last day to cheer on Shujaa.
It's okay. It's okay.
Turnover, and there Abukuse hands it over to Patrick, who tests his wheels, and it seems like he's gone. Is he gone? Yes, he is. You bet he is.
Patrick Odongo. Patrick Odongo, the flyer himself. Just looks at Kanepanoa in the eye and goes round him. And once he's in space, nobody can stop that boy. Patrick Odongo draws first blood for Kenya Shujaa. It's Kenya Shujaa 5, Shogun 0.
Abukuse with an attempt for an extra 2 points, but he misses that. Patrick Odongo doing what he does best, gets the ball there. He's on the 15-meter line, and he has the whole of 15 meters to work with. No one is getting him once he give him that much space. Goes all the way and scores the first try of these finals. And everyone on their feet here now in this partisan crowd. Abukuse with a high restart, testing but recovering from that one. Shogun Rugby now with all to work for, and they go for a grabber kick. Mwanji with the ball there, called to defend that one. Such an aggressive
Onside.
attack of that rack by the Shogun Rugby. Odongo again with the ball. Should offload this one. Takes it in. Passes it from deck to Asati, who has numbers here. Pumps the ball. George comes in on a cutback, but Mutua loses it. And these are danger signs because Jean is a fast one, and this is a potential yellow card.
It's a yellow card.
Oh, danger signs there. Just a chip through.
Options. Green, do you want a
He
penalty
gets
here or a
stopped
penalty here? Get the penalty.
Illegally by Patrick Odongo. Try scorer.
Scrum.
We'll have 2 minutes in the naughty boys chair. As you see it there, Jacques Vanjin just trying to cheeky grab a through.
Vanjin has had spells with the South African Academy. He's a wily campaigner, has been through the systems right down there in South Africa. And he's a danger man with ball in hand. Moran's having to defend this one, 6 men. But the referee calls it against Shogun Rugby as Van Jin looked like he was going to give them problems. They need to manage this one as they play 6 against 7. Goes for the boot, and they need a proper structured chase here. The bounce of the ball favors them, goes into touch just shy of Shogun's 22.
Yeah, big kick there. Kenya just playing the clock, just getting into the right areas of the field. If Shogun need to score, they'll need to work.
That ball wasn't straight. That ball wasn't into outside of the 5 meter. That's why Duncan Kyoko calls it back.
There's no option of a scrum.
Yeah, it wasn't straight.
There's no scrum.
Asati with a quick tap and go. Quick offload. No numbers out. They have to recompose themselves here. Just take it slow.
He's up.
Right through this 1 minute before Patrick Odongo comes back. Close quarter combat is what is required here.
It's open. It's open.
Referee says it was out. The ball was out. As Odinga comes round the base to attack it. Asati with the decision to make here. Pops it short for Ben Salem. Has been doing those runs all day. Short, accurate angled runs. And it goes for the second try for Kenya, bringing the whole stadium to its feet. 10 to the good for Kenya against Shogun Rugby.
Lovely rugby there, intelligent play there by Samuel Asati, pulling in the defenders and just leaving it in the air for Ben Salem to come and pluck it and run through and gives Kenya the extra 5 points under the posts. And Abukuse gives Kenya the extra 2, and that takes the score to Kenya. Shujaa 12, Shogun 0.
We have another ball there.
Indeed, Kenyans coming to life in the second half of this one. Halftime was 0-0, stretching forward to 12 points with just barely any time on the clock now. And some supporters just beginning to celebrate here, keeping sustained cheers. Samurai might have the last of this, and they spill the ball. Jojo Oro at the end of it, the captain, had a bang in the initial stages of the game, and Asati, recognizing time is up, kicks it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenyan Shujaa retain the trophy for the Safari Sevens. Emerging winners here, 12 to the good against Shogun Rugby.
Yes, it is. The Kenya Shujaa scoring all their points in the second half and shutting out Shogun, winning the 2024 Safari Sevens men categories final 12-0.